So Safra Catz, CEO of Oracle, on the earnings call right now. Crawford saying they had a phenomenal performance in the cloud. How would you evaluate it?
Yeah, thanks, Emily. They did have a really strong performance in the cloud. I mean, the bottom line is that they had a significant portion of Oracle's revenue is offshore. They had some significant currency headwinds, and that affected their overall revenue growth when you look at the numbers as reported. But having said that, I mean, their cloud business is really starting to accelerate. Their SaaS and PaaS revenue growth up 81%. I mean, this business is really now hitting major milestones, and their overall cloud business is now at $1.1 billion. So now, you know, they are the largest SaaS company, if you will, on a quarterly run rate basis. As well, what is really interesting about the numbers is how it's starting to scale from a gross margin standpoint. Just listening to the call, the SaaS and PaaS gross margins have accelerated from 43% last quarter to 61% this quarter, and Safra's guiding to 80% in the long term. So kind of once you're through the CapEx build out of the cloud, as that sales force keeps humming, the scale really happens on the back end where you get this gross margin expansion.
We had a quick clip there of Safra Catz in New York yesterday ahead of a meeting with President-elect Donald Trump. She was very positive about the meeting. You know, what do you make of the outreach that's been done so far, and whether or not a company like Oracle could benefit from a strong relationship with the White House?
Yeah, so in my mind, you know, we just came through one of, if not the most contentious election cycles in the history of our country. And I think what you saw yesterday was the president-elect trying to reach out to the tech community and start a dialogue. There's a lot of cynicism around that. There's a lot of cynicism around, you know, was it a publicity stunt? Was it real? The reality is he's engaging the top management of some of the largest tech companies in the world, and those companies happen to be based in the United States. So, you know, based on that, I think that there's a lot of discussion around jobs, bringing jobs back to the United States, manufacturing jobs. You and I have talked about this in the past. I personally don't think that they're going to be able to crack the manufacturing job nut. I don't think there's a lot there. But when you think about the repatriation of currency, when you think about the percent of revenue someone like Oracle has offshore, a company like Oracle has offshore, being able to put that money to work in this country as a way to employ people to do innovation on the next phase of tech, that is very enticing, I think, to a company like Oracle. And also to someone like President-elect Trump, that's something that will employ people and will really start to change the momentum of how we hire and how we think about hiring in this country.